I hope you like acronyms, because now that we're in the secondary survey part of our assessment, there are a ton of them. And we'll start off with one to help you figure out a person's medical history. When we're asking for medical history, we're basically looking for 6 different things. And again, the acronym is SAMPLE, SAMPLE. S is for symptom. And this is where you're going to ask them to list off all the things that are wrong. Well, my wrist hurts, and my elbow hurts, and my shoulder hurts, and my stomach hurts. Cool. Those are the 4 things that are bothering you? Yeah, these are the 4 things that are bothering you. Is there anything else? No. Just these 4 things. My wrist, my elbow, my shoulder, my stomach. Okay, cool. From there, you're going to dive into PQRST, which is finding out like all the specifics of the symptoms. But that's another video that's probably 1 or 2 slides from now. So for now, we're going to skip over that part, but just know that you need to kind of list all the different things on your SOAP note that's bothering them so you do not forget them and you can address each and every one of them. Next one is A for allergies. Ask them, are they allergic to anything? Do they have any allergies? The next one is M for medications. Now, the question is, are you on any medications? And this can range from anything. This can be, I take a little baby aspirin every day for my heart. This could be I'm on birth control. This could be I'm on antidepressants. It's important for you to know what types of medications that they are on for a number of different reasons. The first one is if you are ever considering administering some kind of drug, it is imperative that you know what types of drugs they're already on because of possible interactions. Another time this might become an issue is if they go unconscious and are transferred to a primary care facility. They may not be able to tell the doctor, actually I'm on the following 10 drugs, so that the doctor can adequately prepare a medication profile that will not adversely interact with the drugs that they're currently on. P is for previous illness or injury, specifically related to what's going on. I don't want to hear about the fact that when you're 7 years old, you broke your wrist, but now it's totally fine. When we're dealing with, your stomach injury. The L in SAMPLE stands for last ins and outs. And what I mean by that is what is the last thing that the patient had to eat and drink, and what's the last time that they went to the bathroom. So how much did you eat? How much did you drink? When was it? What was it? And when was the last time you went to the bathroom? And then how was it at that point in time? Was it painful? Was it normal? Did you notice anything different than what you normally have? The reason for that is that understanding a person's ins and outs can really give a much bigger picture in terms of a lot of things. Someone has a headache, a very common cause, for example, is that they're just dehydrated. So by asking them what's their last ins and outs, you can find out, you just haven't had any water all day today, or at least since breakfast, and it's been a hot day, so maybe you're dehydrated. Let's start right there. Last one is E, for events. What I mean by that is, what are the events that led to this particular injury to occur? The description of the events that led up to the injury can oftentimes prompt more questions from you as a rescuer to get a better idea, and can oftentimes lead to a lot of discoveries about what's actually going on. If a patient is unconscious or they're not really being coherent, there's a few different ways you can try to obtain a medical history. One way is if they're wearing a medical alert bracelet, make sure to check around their wrists, around their ankles. Sometimes there's necklaces that people wear with medical alert information. Alternatively, you can ask one of the group members, especially if there's a spouse or partner or a good friend of the patient. They might know some information, and they may not know all the information, but at least it might be something to get you going. The other way to possibly get it is if you get the information before starting a trip with a person, and knowing that you're going on a trip together, it may not be too uncomfortable to ask these questions on the case of hey, just in case one of us gets hurt, do we have any allergies in the group? Do we have any medications we need to be taken every day? Do we have any type of injuries or illnesses that might come up during this trip? It's not the kind of conversation you have every day over coffee, but before going on an expedition with a friend, it might be worth having that little 2-second chat.